Craft Haystack is back for another video. What is it, Friday already? Ha! The weekend is already here. Gonna start us off with some Bell's Brewing Company Best Brown Ale. It's got an owl on it. Here we go. So Craft Haystack thought he'd start this very special edition of his series of videos by going over the top 10 worst channels in the Ytdc. This ought to be good. Let's get started, since this is gonna probably be a long one. All right. Number 10, it is a tie between Ellenberg 88 and the one, the only, DIRTNAP Quart Killer, aka Dirt Job Money Killer. Go get one. A job, that is. Anyways, Ellenberg doesn't really make videos anymore. Neither does DIRTNAP, for that matter. Ellenberg has been making videos, but not drinking videos. He's decided he'd make video games, walkthroughs, let's plays. It's garbage. Just shows you that Ellenberg 88 is and always will be one of the biggest pieces of trash on YouTube. And on to that other piece of trash, DIRTNAP Quart Killer. Hasn't made a video in almost 3 months. You know why? Because he was never good at this. He's a piece of garbage. Backbiting scumbag. Long-haired hippie freak from Florida. Piece of trash. Anyways, number 9. GRABOWSKI, aka the Big Grillbowski, the Big Growbowski, whatever he decides he is at whatever moment he chooses. Is Grabowski back? Can any of you fill Craft Haystack in on this? I don't believe anybody's heard from him in a while. Does he still make videos? Who cares? Grabowski is a piece of trash. From Philadelphia, think? I don't know. Who knows? Anyways. Go make another drone video, Grabowski. Keep pretending the CBDC is alive. The CBDC is dead. Anyways, number 8. Oh ho ho! Apocalypse Doomer, aka Mike May. Fill you folks in on something that's happened recently. Unbeknownst to Craft Haystack, Mike May has unsubscribed, resubscribed, unsubscribed, and now, as of the past week, has resubscribed to Craft Haystack's channel. Hey, Mike May, we all know that you're a nut farm. There's an option on YouTube where you can ask it to not tell others what you're subscribing to. Then you could be a stealthy piece of trash. Madonna is awesome. Mick Foley versus The Rock. Classic match. It's gotta be 1998. Yes, 1998. Pinnacle year for wrestling as a whole. And certainly one of the WWE's best years. Anyways, Mike May, continue resubscribing, continue commenting, continue clicking that dislike button. We all know you're a nut farm. Number 7. SMEDRUNK. SMEDRUNK. Not really too much beef with Haystack, although he knows. Haystack knows. SMEDRUNK hates Haystack. Who cares? SMEDRUNK's on this list because he makes some of the worst videos in the YTDC. Haystack wasn't even really following this whole banana tree thing. Not interested anyways. You know why? Videos aren't worth watching. Sitting on my wallet. Speaking of a wallet filled with hundreds of dollars of money that none of you out there in the YTDC will possibly ever see, Craft Haystack is wearing his lucky pair of slippers, worth more than some of your lives in the YTDC. Certainly costs more money than you'll ever see in a lifetime. Anyways, SMEDRUNK hates Haystack. Haystack doesn't really understand why SMEDRUNK hates him. It has something to do probably with being a bandwagoner. It's in vogue. You get it? To hate Haystack these days anyways. Even if you like craft beer, you're probably prone to hate Haystack. Why? Haystack's better than you. Speaking of better than other people, without a doubt, number 6, Lone Wolf 420. CH has never seen an uglier, more pathetic, stuttering piece of garbage in the YTDC other than Lone Wolf 420. Got raped by an anteater's nose. Well, can't call it rape if you know it was consensual. Lone Wolf 420, you are a piece of work. Your videos are horrible, and you make some of the worst malt liquor videos on YouTube. You also can't decide whether or not you want to wear a mask or not. Well, Craft Haystack suggests you put the mask back on, because you're an ugly piece of garbage. Halfway through the list already. Number 5, Druid Fluid 1500. AKA Ragnarok. Druid Fluid remains one of the more cringeworthy people in the YouTube drinking community, only because he decides that he's going to make videos involving comic book heroes and it was the whole Deadpool thing. God, hope that's over. That was tragic. Excuse me. Now he's changed his channel name to reflect that of another comic book character, part of the Thor series. Isn't Thor considered one of the weaker comic book movie series out there? Craft Haystack doesn't waste his time with comic books. But not only that, Druid Fluid 1500 put out a video today that can only be described as making Craft Haystack want to vomit. Is Druid Fluid gangster? Is he Cuban? Is he white? It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter what race you identify yourself as. God, it's horrible. Not only that, he's a big crybaby. Remember that video when his mother died and he blamed, was it Sandra Pena? That was pathetic. Anyways, number 4. Panther 40 ounce, aka Panties 40 ounce. 40 ounce Fear, aka Just Fear, has dubbed him officially. Panther 40 ounce is one of the newer members of the YTDC. He also ranks among some of the people, as of most recently, the Kraft Haystack has bitch slapped and taken down. Practically put him out of commission. What is it? Kraft Haystack destroyed him a few videos ago. His response was, oh yeah, to Panther 40 ounce poetry number 1 was, oh, I'm honored. Thank you very much. You sound like a pussy. God, won't even fight back anymore. Kraft Haystack owns you now, Panther 40 ounce, aka Panties 40 ounce. Scumbag. Anyways, number 3, SWW. Trump is losing. More to come on that. More importantly, Hillary is likely to be our next president. And just like SWW put all his stock in the one, the only Mitt Romney 4 years ago, he's about to be extremely disappointed come the first Tuesday in November when Hillary wins that shit. God, it's gonna be beautiful. Let me go ahead and claim that she robbed the whole thing, whatever. Anyways, more importantly, came to Kraft Haystack's attention that although CH is on SWW's radar lately, the occasional shout down, came to Kraft Haystack's attention. SWW has over 3,000 views. Awesome. He calls Kraft Haystack unsuccessful for many reasons. Hasn't really. Well, actually, you know what? He hasn't really named any reasons why Kraft Haystack is doing poorly. Excuse me, but Kraft Haystack is not doing poorly. This channel is alive. It's one of the most popular video channels in the YouTube drinking community. Kraft Haystack is part of the nomenclature, part of the very verbiage of the YTDC now. Yet, SWW, over 3,000 subs, averages about 300 views per video. Is really getting a 10th of your subscriber base to watch your videos, is that really something to brag about? Or say that it's somehow successful? Successful like Donald Trump was successful in 1995, when he basically declared bankruptcy and lost almost $1 billion? Yeah, that's SWW's model to a T. Pathetic. Alright, number 2. The one, the only, Theodore Felix Barrus. Ay, ay, ay. That Ted's been off the sauce as of recently. Decided to pick up marijuana. He's gotten skinnier and, in turn, has gotten much uglier. Jeez. More importantly, it seems that although Theodore is not doing any hangouts anymore, he's not drinking anymore, he's been making some god-awful videos lately. Terrible. Most notably today, apparently, the one, the only, Joe Rogan. Was it MMA? Whatever that sport is. MMA, the guy who basically hosts. Oh no, Ultimate Fighting. Hosts Ultimate Fighting has a podcast. His co-host took Theodore to task for faking a bunch of his hot pepper videos, which is hilarious. Absolutely hysterical. Because as you know, those videos probably aren't fake. I mean, really, can see why, because Theodore would probably cry for no reason, even if he didn't take a bite out of a pepper. Either way, it got Theodore's nerves. It got on his nerves to be called a faker. He let it get to him that somebody even more famous than he is actually talked down to him, made him seem like a piece of shit. Huh, that's interesting.
You don't speak French, do you?
Not only that, somebody robbed Ted's apartment and stole all his pot plants and his bong. Theodore freely admits this, yet he's not willing to come forth with the information whether or not they took any money from his apartment. More than likely, there's no money in his apartment. That's sad. Anyways, Theodore acting like a tough guy on YouTube. Just want you to know, Theodore, somebody talks down to you who's more famous than you are, makes you feel like shit. How do you like it? And the #1 most horrible video in the Ytdc, the one, the only, the Metal Flagman. Now, CH had a whole great idea for a video. We could go ahead and dissect an entire Metal Flagman video. Because Metal Flagman is going around making the claim that somehow old CH is, in fact, a Metal Flagman imitator. Hey, John, why don't you put my videos head to head? Go ahead, get dual monitors, just like Craft Haystack does. Put one of your videos on this monitor and put one of Craft Haystack's videos on this monitor. Go ahead and you compare those videos. Go ahead and decide whether or not you think Craft Haystack is anything like your pathetic, fat-ass piece of shit self. You scumbag. Living in Latham, New York. Trailer park. Quite the claim. John, go ahead. But also, compare. Decide when you're comparing these videos whether or not you think your videos are any good compared to Craft Haystack's videos, which are always hilarious, always interesting. And it has come to Craft Haystack's attention as of recently, Metal Flagman, without your sleeves, you also look like you're doing the very thing that you accused old CH of doing so very long ago. You're pre-planning your videos. You're either typing them out or you're scrolling them down on a piece of paper. You're pasting them off camera somewhere, and you're reading them off camera. Something old Craft Haystack never did. You piece of garbage. You owe it to your supposed fans to come clean on this, Metal Flagman. You are the #1 worst video maker in the Ytdc. Why don't you go ahead and come clean, piece of garbage. Anyways. God, she's beautiful. The Rock still wearing his shirt. It's awesome. Classic match. Mankind and The Rock, as you can tell, big inspiration for old CH. Anyways, let some of you losers get back to watching other videos on YouTube that you think matter, but they don't. The only one that matters is Craft Haystack. Haystack. Out.